Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to VP4TV. We are waiting on the arrival of Acero, who usually, when he does play in these tournaments, turns up at the last minute. And no sooner have I said that, but he has arrived. We have a one-loss side match in the VP4 2023 Virtual World Bank Pool Championships, and it's a race to 4. And the room will be going up in 2 or 3 minutes. There's also a match that has been scheduled for later tonight. It wasn't there last night, but it's now on the schedule, and that's in the Virtual World Snooker Championships, also in the one-loss side, and that's between Mr. Fox and LS3, and that will go ahead at 8 PM tonight, so in 3 hours' time. So this match will be well over before then, and I can get a little break and then I'll be back for that one later on. I'm just going to have a quick tab out. I was just having a quick look to see if Steve is going to come in. I don't know whether he is or he isn't. And while we've got that minute, let's go to that tournament page and we'll double check the snooker one. Yeah, that's the match that's confirmed. Oh, tell a lie, I've got it wrong. Oh, no, I have got it right. I thought it said Thursday there for a second. No, it is tonight. And then we'll double check the bank pool, because this, I think, is the only one that's scheduled. But all of a sudden, we've got matches all over the place. We've got the one coming up. We've also got one between Real Poland Power Stub and Bedhead, which is going ahead on Friday night at 10 PM. So Slim, if he's around, will probably do that one, because I won't be here. I'll be in bed at that time. And then we have on Sunday evening, we've got Albinario against Cobra on the winner's side in the bank pool tournament. So there's some good matches coming up. This is going to be hopefully the first one. And the room will be going up in probably about a minute's time. I'll do one more quick tab. Well, we'll just have to wait and see if he comes into the room. So I've checked on Discord, still no sign of Steve. If he's going to arrive, he'll appear in the room, then I'll know he's in Discord. I don't recall whether I have streamed one of Acero's matches. We've seen Bankster and he's pretty solid, or at least he has been since he's gone over to that one-loss side. Acero and Bankster, you know, we don't have a clue how this is going to go, but hopefully it's going to be worth watching. And the UK Open Pool Championship started today. There's a free live stream of the early rounds. It's on YouTube, so there's plenty of matches available until it gets down to the final couple of days, I think, and then it'll be live on Sky, I would assume. But you've got a free live stream, probably on Facebook as well, but it is on YouTube, and it's easy enough to find if you just type in UK Open Pool. It'll take you to, you'll find that channel in the search. Right, so the room is up. Let's get in. We've got, excuse me, we've got Bankster on the right, Acero on the left. We'll have the lag for the break. And of course, all banks have to be clean. The non-obvious ones should be called. So Bankster wins the lag. The 2 ball has gone in, or I think it was a 2. but from the break he's not got a great setup here. I mean, he's looking around, but I'm hard pushed to find anything, so he's just trying to play the safety. And Acero might try this cut bank up and down, and it's so difficult because the line would have been right on that corner of the rail there, and a high risk of it catching the point on the rail to get that bank. But a good 4 ball here has got Bankster off and running. Again, he can bank the 9, but he needs to get the cue ball out of the way quick. And that's excellent. I don't know how that's sitting though. Let's have a look. Well, the 5 will go. Oh, and that 1 ball. Well, if it had come out further, it would have been probably a more appealing bank. I don't know whether he's going to try and cut this across past the 2 and 6. Well, it is on. Yeah, he got it too thick. So that little run of 3 gives Bankster a good start, but of course he's not really left a lot on. The danger there was leaving something for Acero to get started here. He's got the cross in the 1, and that's well played, and now he's good. So could be an immediate response here from Acero, and I think really he wants to try and keep that cue ball up there, and that's well played, and that's sitting pretty nice for the cut back in the 3. Oh, it just got to that top rail too soon. Well, is there enough room past the 2 for that 3 ball? It's way too tight, I think. He could be cutting it up and down into the corner here. That looks like the shot. No, he did try to cut it across, but I don't think it was really on. He would have had to hit that absolutely perfect to get that squirted past the 2. So, slim lead for Bankster at the moment, but really anything can happen in this rack. And that 8 ball, I don't know whether Bankster can see enough of it. Yes, he can. And it may well squeeze past the 7. Didn't get the line. Now what's he left? Well, I think there's room for the 3 between the 7 and the 8. I think there is a line there to get to this corner pocket. He's looking at it. Oh, he's going the other way. He needs to watch the cue ball here. He looks as if he's coming into this corner on the left. Well, I think there's only one shot really on here, the cross bank of the 8. Oh, the cue balls come back into play, and I think That 3 ball will go, most certainly it will. He's looking at cutting across the 8 again, back into the top left hand corner pocket. That's too soft. Is it going to get there? No. So 8 balls now dead. He's going up and down again. Bottom right hand corner pocket. Well, he decided to pot the 7. I mean, that's given Acero a free go here, and if he can keep that cue ball up the top of the table, that could be the end of the rack, because the 2 and the 3 ball are sitting there very handy for Banks. Good afternoon to Brainful Out. Well, that could be a big mistake by Bankster. And that was really well played. Again, the pace was perfect. Just slightly off in the line, but now it might work in Bankster's favour, because he needs these 2 balls. Where's the cue ball going though? Oh dear. Well, already we've got twists and turns in this match, and we're only in the first rack. So 7 and 8 ball are both dead. 2 balls tied up in the middle, and the only one that's available is the 2. Well, this is really close to the rail. Again, there's a risk of the double kiss here, but he's played it well. So now we're all square, 3 apiece. But all he can do is really pot a ball and just get it in that line. But the thing is that that Bankster would probably do the same thing and just pot the 8 ball, and then Acero's going to have to nudge something. What's he trying here? I think Acero's well aware of the fact that if he does just pot a ball, Bankster will probably just do the same thing. And then Acero's got to come up with a decent shot to keep things tight. Well, I don't know that was great leaving the cue ball there, because the cut across in the 8 ball is most certainly on. That cue ball had to get much further up the table. And that's perfect. That is really well played. Oh, I thought he was going to scratch again. Now the same thing from the opposite side on this 7 ball. We'll give Acero the first rack. And not this time. When the cue ball hits the jaws of the middle pocket. And let's have a look at the bank in the side. Well, the 3 ball will bank. Acero with a 2-shot lead at the moment. And in goes the 3. And it's got to be a crossover again in this 4 ball. And the cue ball needs to go up the table for the up and down in the 7 if he's going to pinch this rack. Not this time. And now Acero has a free go to win the rack, and I would expect this to go in every day. I mean, this is an odds-on certainty that this is going in. And there we go. Well, that really came about from the poor shot that Bankster played when he potted that. Was it the 8 ball he potted? And he left the cue ball far too far up the table. And that was ultimately his downfall at the end of the rack there. So 1-0 to Acero. 5 balls going in the break, 7 balls sitting good for the up and down again. Well, the 8 ball will bank across side. Three ball as well, so you've got 2 choices. And the only thing is the 6 ball is in a sort of blocking position for up and down banks. Although the 9 ball would bank to the bottom right, so now things are a little more awkward. Don't see an awful lot on here. I mean, he could just tuck in behind, you know, brush the 2 and drop behind that 1 ball. He's not going to leave anything brilliant, although he might have left a 5. Don't think he's got it tight enough. Well, when I say left a 5, that 6 ball is right in the fly path of that 5 ball for the bank. Well, this is going to be a cracker if he's calling this into this corner, and that is brilliant. That is a cracking shot by Acero. Well, that's probably, I mean, we've seen 4 rail banks from Tommy, but to me that was a brilliant bank. Well, Acero's already shown that the way he's played some of these banks already, that he's well capable of surviving deeper into this tournament. As is Bankster, but Bankster's going to have to get in gear fairly rapidly now, because, you know, a race to 4's nothing we've seen in this tournament. Racks can go very quickly. And Bankster looking good for the follow-up here. Well, up and down for the 4 ball. Room past that 9. Well, this time at that pace, I don't think he gave it a chance to open up. And Acero can play the 9, he can play the 6. And more importantly, he needs 1 more for 2-0. And we've barely gone 15 minutes. Oh, he gave it a reasonable pace there. It just wasn't quite on the line. So Bankster survives for the time being. 6 ball, of course, is dead. And the problem for Bankster is that he needs that 6 ball. Well, 4 ball will cut back into the side past the 8. So this for 2-0. And Steve's arrived in the room, which means he'll be in Discord. And there we go, it's 2-0. Good afternoon to Steve. Late again.
Well, the little white ball kept me occupied.
Well, I've seen some cracking banks already from acero. Big mistake made by bankster that lost on the second rack. And as I said, we're only what 15, 16 minutes old here, and it's already 2-0.
Yeah, bankster, you know, he hits the ball good. He plays maybe a little too loose. That's the thing is when you get into these matches with guys that can play, you can't play loose. That's a very well that was a very well hit shot there. I can tell he knows how to bank, you know, just by the way he hit that one.
Oh, he played a cracker earlier on. So he did. A bit like that. See where the 7 ball is? He played a cut up table to the middle diamond up table into the bottom left hand corner pocket at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, there's not a whole lot here. This is where you got to figure out how not to give something up. Man, it's going to be tough not to give something up here.
Well, I don't think you can see the 9, else he would have probably played that. You can't see the 9. He's in trouble here.
He's in a lot of trouble here because I'm not sure what he's going to do or he's not going to give something up. I mean,
well, if he leaves the cue ball there, he's going to leave the 8 ball up and down. The thing to do would it not be better leaving the 7 ball there and just rolling to the 6?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to give up the 9 or the 4, but...
Well, I think he's the lash at the 9.
Well, he might get lucky. Well, he left the 1. Let's see what else he's got. He's probably going to bank the 1 ball. The 1 ball is a good shot to shoot at. Yeah, if you know how to play banks, this is not a hard shot.
He's sitting good for the 6 as well.
Obviously, acero knows how to play banks. Yeah, the 6 is good. I'm sure that's what he's going to shoot, and then he'll play shape for the 7. He's looking at the 7. He's better off shooting the 6 and then shooting the 7. All you need to do is get down towards the end rail with a cue ball. He's putting a little English on it, and he overhit it. He just put too much English on it.
So that'll be a missed call.
Yep, and that was really almost the only way you can miss that is overcooking it. But it's interesting. He's one of the first guys I've seen put a lot of English on. You know, most of these guys aren't putting much English on when they do it. That one didn't need it.
Well, this is tight up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, he might have got a double kiss there too. That was close.
Well, we've got there's some matches on the schedule. We've got this match, and we've got a match between Stubb and Bedhead on Friday night. Now, Slim may well do that, Steve, because it's at 10 PM my time. I'll be in the middle of Friday night 9 ball at that time, and then heading to bed. So that'll be 5 PM Eastern, and then on Sunday evening my time, which is 2:30 Eastern, we've got Albinario Cobra. That's the winner's side match.
Well, that was a little aggressive. I thought he should have played safe there. He's going to shoot this 4, and he didn't give up too much. We got a lot of good matches coming up, and Bankster is not...
I'm going to get closer with that one.
Yeah, this 3 ball goes. I'd almost rather shoot the 8. This 3 ball's a little tricky, this angle. Let's see how he hits this. He's probably going to roll this. Yep. And he played it pretty good. It just didn't go in. And now he's giving up the 8 ball.
8 ball's a definite for the rack to get Bankster into the game. He really needs to nail this.
So he could play shape on the 7 if he wanted to.
Well, he didn't need to because he's on... Oh, tell a lie. It's me that can't see. I thought he was in 4. He's only in 1.
Actually, he's on -1.
Oh, he is. I didn't even see that either. I need to stop lying back in my chair.
I'd probably bank this 3 on the side. He's going the other way. The reason I go on the side is because if you go on the side, you won't turn the cue ball loose. This is I would not do this because of where the cue ball is going. See, he doesn't know where the cue ball is going to go and what he's going to give up doing that. Banking in the side, he could have controlled it. So he gave up the 9 ball, but that's not a, a good banker is probably making this at least 70%. I mean, you got to cut this thing a lot, and he overcut it. Either that or double kissed it. I think he overcut it.
Later on tonight at 8 PM my time, 3 PM Eastern, we've got the one lost side match in the Virtual World Snooker Championship, Mr. Fox and LS3. I'll be covering that one. Up and down for the 4. It's going too narrow too soon.
Yeah, I never had that online. 7 and 8 both look good. He'll hit this one hard, I think. Yeah. He's just not making balls right now. And he'll probably just cross this 4 ball over.
9 up and down. Cue ball's in the same position it was 2 minutes ago, but he is looking at the crossover.
Yeah, I don't like the 9. 9's tricky.
Oh.
Yeah, that was really poorly hit. I mean, even if it didn't kiss, that 4 ball was going to hit a diamond past the side pocket.
Definite on the 8.
Yeah, this is an easy shot. He'll make this.
Oh dear! I mean that you know it's not going to be your day when you're missing banks like that. I mean even I could have got that.
Yeah, that was a duck.
So awkward over the 6, but 9 up the table.
Yeah, the 9 or the 5.
Can you see
5 in the side pocket? No, he can't see the 7. This is a reasonable bank to shoot at. This one's not too tough.
It's a missed call.
Yeah.
You're wrong here, Pig. Bankster isn't rushing. He's actually from Kuwait.
Oh,
well, it just ain't happening.
He just can't get it going.
He's had 2 goes at it.
I know he banks better than this because I've seen him play.
Well, this is a gimme, this 9.
Yeah, it's a pretty high percentage shot.
Yeah, he has got it.
Man, he's either going to shoot the 8 or the 6. This shot's not quite as easy as a 9.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is in a bit of a hurry. I think he's just desperate to get into the game, but he's, the more desperate he is to get into the game, the more he's going out of the game. It's a vicious circle.
Across the 6 ball here. You got to do something with the cue ball, though.
Napnicker's giving you some instructions, Steve. I'll back him up in that one.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for Redback to give me the logo, but I think I'm just going to put it up.
So 6 ball squeezing past the 4 ball, is that what you called there? Up and down. Oh no, he went for a 2-3 railer there.
Did he? I wasn't watching.
Yeah, I'm sure he called it into the bottom right hand corner pocket. I thought he was going to go up and down and try and squeeze it past the 4, but he did try 3 rails.
Well, the 7 ball goes. I think you're going to need to hit it maybe out of the touch a right English here.
Yes, it's going to be 8 ball on the bar table, Brain.
Maybe you don't need any right English. That was short. Yeah, let me go see where that is. I should just stick it up.
This is tight to bank that back across that 7 ball. I don't think that's on, is it? No. Cross side for the 6. No. I don't see what he's doing here. Is he going?
Let's see,
I haven't a clue what he's doing here.
what's the date we got? The 17th? I think we need to go a little further out.
That was well played.
Let's go to the 21st. Give 3 weeks on the sign-ups.
Wimbledon isn't far away, I don't think. Couple of weeks yet, is it? It's certainly usually on in the first week in July.
It's got a better logo than this. That's a terrible logo.
Oh, Stubbs arrived. Why did you set it for 10 o'clock at night, Stubb? Mind you, that's 5 PM his time. Or whatever. Well, that looks a lovely pace. And Acero needs one more for 3-0.
Yeah, he's shooting a 7. See, he understands this one's going to open up plenty.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, there you go. 3-0 in 27 minutes. Well, I think we'd safely say here this would be the comeback of the tournament in the one-loss side from 3-0 down to get out of this and win it.
Okay, so it's up.
Well, it could be all over. Although I don't.
8-ball world bar table championship is up.
Is it the same distances as the previous one, Steve? Did you copy it?
Yeah, it is.
Good. Now here's a dumb question. Can you put the break box in the 8-ball bar tournament? Would that make any difference? I don't think it would.
Well, it takes away the side break, which, I wouldn't say is. I mean, a lot of people like side break in an 8-ball on a bar table. The break, if you break from the middle, that's an aggressive play because it's easier to break and run out, but it's also easier to sell out the table.
I thought he was scratching there. Well, brain fell out skiing. He's straight in there. He's right in there straight away. Bedhead's playing that match. He's starting at 11 PM his time. It's a bit late.
Yeah, that was a good shot there.
Well, he's going to be awkward, but he does have the 6 up and down. I don't know whether he can see the 1.
Yeah, I don't think he can shoot the 1. But the 6 will go.
Oh, needs to miss that.
Oh, boy, that was...
It was tight.
Almost, but no.
Well, he's got himself in a reasonable position score-wise in this rack, but can he keep it?
Boy, that was, I'm not sure I would have tried to roll that one. I mean, that gave up the world there.
Well, if he can string 2 together here, he's on the board. There goes the first one. How's his luck with the rollout here?
Yeah, not wonderful.
Great.
He doesn't have a lot. Yeah, probably shoot the 2-ball. 2-ball cross corner.
Nope, he's
in a spot he could 2-rail the 3-ball if he wants to. I mean, that's not a bad shot to shoot it. And it's pretty safe to shoot at it too. I mean, that's one thing about 2-railing that 3-ball is you can't give up anything.
Now that, again, I think that was really tight to get past that 6-ball now. Now I don't think he's given a lot up here either, looking at it.
Yeah, he kind of got away with that one.
Crossover in the 2.
The 7-ball banks too. The 2's tricky.
Oh no, he's going up and down. Well, that was it. Well
Pretty
played.
good. And he's perfect on the 6.
Well, Bankster's on the brink of winning this rack, but he's also on the brink of losing this match.
This could run out. This is just make the 6 stop, shoot the 4. All you have to do is stop the cue ball here, and you got a good shot at the 4.
And it goes.
Yeah, and this is a pretty straightforward shot here. You play shape for the 7 or the 3. He's going to shoot the 7, and he's a little funny on the 7, but...
Well, he'll keep the cue ball up top here, and he'll have the 3 for the match. No, he won't. Yes, he will, because he's on 3. Well, Bankster breathes again.
I didn't make it, and he lost the cue ball. He wasn't going to have a good shot on the 3. He needed to keep the cue ball coming across the table.
Well, he's hanging on by his fingertips here.
This one's pretty straightforward. I mean, I think he's got to cut it on the left a little bit. I think it's going to shorten up enough that it's close. It's close. Maybe just a touch left to center. He's putting a little left English on it.
Oh, that was lovely.
Yeah.
Well done to Bankster. He's off and running. And we might still have a match. Well, the break was dry, it's never a bad thing. And he's got an easy starter.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you can make something happen here. Oh, that's just, he did the same exact thing before.
Yeah, he was cutting that a bit. Did he need to cut that as much?
It's either less cut or less English. I mean, I
think it might have been English that done him.
Yeah, that kind of shot is, sometimes you need to put a lot of English. That kind of shots, I would be more moderate on the tip position.
Well, I'll tell you something, this could be a run out. The way these...
Well, he just got himself funny right here. I mean, if he was going to run out, this is not the shot he wants.
No, he's not sitting great. The balls were sitting not too bad. Now, where's he going past the 6 and whatever that is up table? That's what he was trying there.
Yeah. And he's going to get lucky, or maybe not. That 7 ball coming around, I think, hurt him. Yeah, he's giving up the 7, and then, he's going to be able to shoot the 9, and then possibly the 5, and 9. This is looking good.
Good afternoon to Lard. Or good evening, we're at that time of day where it's neither afternoon or evening.
If he hits this right, he can shoot the 5 into the same pocket he's banking the 9. No, it caught the 5. Didn't get by it.
I don't think that's too bad, though.
No, not at all.
8 up and down if he wants it, but 5 looks good. No. So Acero with a 2-1 lead in the rack and a 3-1 lead in racks.
Well, he did a pretty good job of protecting the cue ball there.
Yeah, he's got away with that one. Well, he's going up and down with this one.
This is tricky.
Is he cutting it across? I think he's going up and down.
No, he's going up and down. This will go, because you got to hit it good. You got to hit this one pretty firm, too. Oh, no. That was never going to work, isn't it easy?
No. Because
you had to hit that.
The cue ball was never going to get out of the way.
Yeah, you had to hit that firm just to get it to open up enough. That's when you're kind of cranking with draw, and you got to bring the cue ball back, get it out of the way. Well, he's got his choice. You can shoot the 8 or the 6.
What about the 5 as well?
I mean, the 8 or the 2. The 6 is a little tricky, but it'll go. He hit it good. He uses a lot of English when he hits them, which is good, other than the fact that sometimes he's using a lot of English when he doesn't really want it to. And he's probably gonna roll this. It's sitting good to roll. This kind of shot where you want it to open up, you just want to roll it. You know.
That'll be a missed call. And again, look at what Bankster's left. I don't think Bankster's got anything here. You know, that was a double kiss, I think.
I'm not sure how productive that was.
Well,
you can shoot.
Does a 9 go between the 2 and 5?
There's no 9 out there.
Or a 1 ball, sorry.
His best shot's probably the 4 ball. 4 ball and cut it back into this corner. It's not that hard to shot, you know. You hit that 4 ball with draw and some right English, and it's going to open up pretty good for you.
I think he's looking at is he looking past the 2? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's looking another way.
That was too tight.
Yeah, he's giving something up there. This is a chance to run balls if you're confident. You can play shape. He could play the 2 ball here if he wants, or the 5 ball. 4 ball's not that great. He's going to play the 2, and this is a pretty easy shot.
No. Is that on for the 4? No,
he can play the 4. It's still the easiest shot, I think. I want to use a little English to help it.
Yeah. Wow.
By turning the cue ball loose.
Well, he's on for the 5. He's on for the 8. That's pretty good for the 8. Is it not? Let's have a look. Well, he's cutting it across.
Yeah, the 8's fine.
Well, now he's looking very good. Can he squeeze that one past? Oh, he can cut it up and down, because that way he's not risking running into the 5 with the 1.
Yeah, the 5 ball's a pretty easy shot. You know, it's sitting at an angle where it's going to open up nicely.
So this for the rack. That'll do. That's excellent, and it's 2 racks in a row here for Bankster.
Evening, Lord.
Uh-oh. Well, there's a fatal mistake there by Acero. Straight away, scratched the brake. Balls have gone in, though.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. Lose a point and then give ball and hand up, which is not usually going to be good in Banks.
Well, this is what Bankster needs. Needs all the help he can get to get right back in it. But he has to be potting Banks on a more regular basis.
You just got to make the decision here if you're playing shape on a ball. You know, I mean, and this is where I'm not sure how much shape Bankster's playing. It might be a little bit more hit and hope, but, you know, running balls, running out in Banks isn't that difficult if you play good position.
Well, you see, I think like I'd be like most players in this tournament. I think you're just so glad you got the bank, and you'll ride your luck with the cue ball type of attitude, which is not great, but I think the achievement is making the bank, but then taking it to the next level and trying to control that cue ball for the next shot.
Well, I kind of think about it this way. I look at the shot I want to shoot, and then I decide what I want to do with the cue ball, and see how well that matches up. If you know, sometimes it's better to cinch the ball if moving the cue ball makes it hard to make it. But sometimes, you know, the shot and what you want to do with the cue ball kind of match up better, and it's kind of, yeah, this is a green light. I should definitely do this and play position. You don't want to miss the bank because of what you're doing with the cue ball, but
Oh,
on the other hand, you know, if you want to play good banks, you got to be able to control whitey.
so we've got a
You
cluster
know,
up top now.
he's either going to shoot the 2 or the 4. He's looking at the 4. And this shot's easy to overdo and go wide, and he hit it perfect.
Well, I was about to say that if Bankster doesn't hit those balls up there, then acero would need one of them to win the rack, and he's now brought 2 of them into play. He didn't need any of those balls. He had all the balls out in the open that would have won him the rack. I don't know that was really wise.
Well, he didn't give a whole lot up. I mean, the 6 and the 2 are the best candidates. I'd probably shoot the 6 because I like that shot. And he just overdid it.
Well, this doesn't look too bad. I don't think acero's giving anything away here.
Yeah, this is pretty tough. I mean, you might be able to make the 7 in the side pocket. You're gonna have to hit it with draw and a lot of left English to do it. It's pretty hard to beat the double kiss there, but I think it maybe can do it. But not the way he's hitting it. I don't know what he's doing. He's just playing safe. And that's not a bad play at all. I mean, I think the 9 ball does bank.
Yeah.
This is the bank nobody opens up enough. They all hit it straight up and down the.
Yeah.
You know, this one.
They're ended up going to the first diamond a lot of the time.
That was better than most.
It was better, but it's still a ways away from the.
Yeah, you got to put a lot of English on that to get it to open up. And that's a shot that actually comes up a fair amount, and I haven't seen a single player in this tournament hit that shot and make it.
Again, even from that end of the table, it doesn't look great. I mean, the 9 across into the corner, that's it.
Oh, he could bank the 8 ball.
Is there enough room?
No, not on that corner, the other corner. You could have banked the 8 ball in the other corner.
Well, again, this is finished.
Not a high percentage, but it went.
This is finished not too good here for acero. Bankster's got away with that one again, I think.
Yeah, you might be able to get this 9 ball to open up if you hit it with a ton of right English. And not too hard.
And pass that 5 and 3 up and down.
Yeah, but I think you need some right English to open it up. I don't think you can hit this straight and get it to open up enough.
I mean, it looks as if he's hitting it straight.
Yeah, I don't think you can get it open enough straight.
Oh, hang on a minute, what's he doing? He's calling. Is he going?
He's calling the 2 railer. Now, I haven't seen a lot of people shoot this, but this is actually sitting real good for the 2 railer. This is actually sitting pretty good.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
And I like to see more people shoot those kind of shots. Don't see that too much. You know, there's a few guys that are shooting 3 and 4 railers. The 2 railer side to side is another one that's really a lot more difficult than the up and down.
I can certainly say that's the first 2 railer up and down I've seen being called.
Yeah, that's a little easier than the side to side, but it's still, you know.
Oh
boy, and that's
could be fatal.
Tragedy.
It could be fatal, but again, the table's not looking great. Now he's cutting this 8 ball up and down again, I think. Let's see how far off the rail. It's got enough room off the rail, I think.
Yeah, you can bank this, but
Uh-oh,
he
double
could.
kiss.
He couldn't bank without using right English, and he tried to hit that without English. Right English and maybe some speed too, because you had to get the cue ball out of the way.
Yeah.
6 ball is sitting good. 9 ball is sitting good. I'd shoot the 6 or the 9 if it was me.
I think he's going for the 6. Looks nice.
That's well played. Yep, that was well played. And I would shoot the 8 here every time. This is what's called a dead bank. Basically, you hit this just slightly left to center, and maybe put a touch of left English on it, and hit it hard. This shot. If you know how to bank, this shot almost can't be missed.
Yeah. Well, that went in straight enough.
Yeah, I think he probably plays some banks in real life. This shot's a little tricky. He's hitting it the right way though. This is a lot of English.
Oh, again, perfect. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, I thought
he
it was.
Opened up a little too much.
I thought
He just needed
it.
He needed a teeny bit more speed on it. You know, he almost crashed. He needed a teeny bit more speed on it, but he hit it the right way. Most people in this game that I've seen try that shot just don't put enough English. He was way out on the cue ball. I don't know why, but the VPers don't like to put a lot of English on the cue ball. But in this game, it can really help you if you're willing to move the tip out. I would be shooting the 2 ball here, not the 9 ball. 2 ball's not so risky. The 9 ball, that's a risky shot. There's a kiss there if you move the cue ball to. Yeah, he's going to move the cue ball. This shot's a little risky. I think he can miss the kiss. He needs to hit this pretty good.
Nope.
See? Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't like shooting at that, because the 2 ball was free. That you could sell out. I think he got pretty lucky though.
I don't see anything that jumping out to me that with this setup is getting the cross. I mean, is
5
it wild
ball,
to go for the cross?
I'd shoot the 5 ball up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah, this is a little tricky. I can tell you right now, I don't think you can make this without right English. I think you have to put right English on this, a bunch of it, to have a chance of making this 3, unless you're shooting across corner. I don't think it'll go cross side without a lot of English, and maybe not even then. I'd probably shoot the 5 ball up and down, hit it with right English, and take the cue ball down table. All right, well, maybe keep the cue ball here. I mean, if you take the cue ball down table, you could give up a bank. Depends on where you put it. You need to get it over far enough that the 9 ball's not easy to bank.
He can't make his mind up. He might have settled for the 5 up and down.
This shot with a ton of right English and spin the cue ball past the side pocket and then down towards the end rail. See, he's not putting English on it, or very little.
Oh, that's all over the place.
Yeah, that's just, he hit it the wrong line.
That was miles off the line.
But he got the cue ball in the right place. That's where he needed to put the cue ball. That's where, you know, he at least got the cue ball where he needed to put it.
Well, 5 back across.
Yeah, it's always the ball. It's always the ball and that's a tough shot. That's a tough shot to get to open up, because you're cutting across the ball the opposite way. I mean, that shot's a lot harder than you think, because you've got to overcome the throw from the shot with the English. And he's going to leave something here, I think. Well, maybe not. 2 railer on the 5 ball.
Top left-hand corner.
I'd shoot the 2 railer, and I'd hit it with top left English. Even though that makes the shot harder, you can protect the cue ball. You have to really cut this. But if you don't hit this with top left, you're going to give up a shot on the 9 ball. See, he's hitting this with right English, which makes the shot easier, but... Oh, he's going that way. Well, that was tough with the pocket there.
The 9's easy now.
Yeah, that was an oopsie with that pocket there.
So Acero's lost a point. Bankster on 2. Now on 3. We'll get the 5 and 6 tied up, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is play safe because he's got nothing. If he's going to shoot at this, he needs to bring the cue ball back to the center. Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave the 2 or 3 up and down.
Yeah. So
3 balls.
if this is me, I'm thinning the 7 and then bringing the cue ball back down where he's got it now. That's what I'd be doing. I would not be shooting at anything.
Cutting the 7 towards the 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'm bringing the cue ball right back down where it's at. Because you're going to shoot at this, and there's a good chance you're giving up a shot. He's playing the 4 railer, which is sitting pretty good for this shot. I think he needs a little bit of right-hand English.
Went too
wow. He way cut that too much. I was thinking he could go pretty straight at it. Maybe he was afraid he was going to get a kiss.
Well, Bankster's got a chance to square the match here.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the scratch here. Guy hit this hard enough to get it to the side rail.
Well, that was well done.
Good.
Now it looks as if he's. I mean, can he get the 6 past the 2 and 7? I think he can.
Yeah, I wouldn't shoot that though. I'd shoot the 3 ball. It's just safer. You know, you don't want to sell out here when the guy needs 4 balls. Shoot the shot that's safer. Yeah, this is the right shot to shoot it.
Well, he's more inclined to look at this 6, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's risky. That's risky. You got to play the score here some. You know, you're up 4-1. Shoot the shot where you know you're not going to sell out the table. I'm not saying he couldn't run out from here, but it's
but you're
less
right.
likely.
You know, there's a risk of bumping something or opening something up or leaving the cue ball on a dead bank.
Yeah, I mean, because from here there's no guarantee he's getting position even if he makes his 3 ball.
So Bankster just needs this 3 ball, which really got to get this time. I mean, this is.
He may shoot the 6 here. I actually like the 6. He's probably going to shoot the 3.
Just a nice pace and it will go in. Doesn't need
the 3's probably safer. I think that's probably the right shot.
He slammed it anyway.
He slammed it.
Well, I've said it earlier on there, Steve. I says this could be the biggest sensational comeback in the whole tournament. From 3-0 down, he's 3-all.
Acero had a nice lead and just he sort of pissed it away. I mean, you got to give Bankster credit. He's started playing better, but Acero, you know, he had some games he could have won that he sort of gave away, and now he's paying the price. I'd imagine he's shooting a 3 ball here.
Good evening to Tam.
And the question is he going to play shape? The 5 and the 6 and the 2 are all looking pretty good.
Oh, that's going
short. That hurt. And this is a problem of playing a shape. Is if you don't make the ball,
you're setting them up.
I mean, that 6 ball's a duck, and you can go forward and play shape for the 2 ball. So this you go forward off to the. You know, I'd run it to the end rail. Not that hard though. You can still play the 2 ball, but it's not as easy a shot as if you would have put it on the end rail.
Now, he could go, if he was desperate. Now, do you need to be desperate to play the cut up and down in the 4 past the 2? Or do you go for the 2 across into the top left?
Either one. I mean, they're both decent shots. He's gonna cross.
Oh, he's
looking at the 4. If you're gonna shoot that 4, you got to hit it with right English. This, you're just gonna let the cue ball hit the 1.
Well,
oh boy, it didn't. He crossed in front of it.
That's an illegal shot, isn't it?
No,
it's not, because he potted the 7.
No.
All right. Okay.
No, that just spots at the end of the turn.
Right. That's another thing I've learned.
He's going to shoot the 4 ball, and this is sitting good, and he's probably going to get a pretty good shot on the 8 ball out of this too.
Well, Bankster. Oh dear.
Oh boy, that was terrible. He way over cranks out.
You know, that didn't look all that difficult to me, that 4 ball.
You know, Banks is a funny game because it wasn't that difficult, but I'll tell you something. Banks, you know, it's so easy to miss bank shots.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, I mean, I don't bank very often, but I know when I do bank, I'm not very good at it.
Yeah. So that was the tendency on that shot, was to open it up too much. I'll be surprised if he doesn't shoot the 8-ball here. It's sitting really good. 8-ball, he's not even looked at it yet. 8-ball's a shot.
Past the 5 and 9.
Yeah, I mean, the angle he's at, it's sitting real good just to hit it straight at the 8 and firm.
Is he going 9 up and down past the 5?
Yeah, see,
9 past the 1 up in the top right? I don't know what he's doing.
And I don't get this, because this is definitely a harder shot than the 8-ball. Yeah. He's just never even looked at it.
Yeah.
Is he going to really ever go over and look at the 8-ball?
No, he's not been near it. He's not. He doesn't see the 8-ball.
He's looking, and the 8-ball is by far the easiest shot.
Yeah, if you look at the tangent line off the 8-ball, where the angle is in the cue ball, it looks good for the bank into the side.
That's silly. The 8-ball was just straight and firm. Now this shot's a little harder on the 8, and I'm sure he's probably going to shoot it. I can't imagine he's not going to shoot this 8-ball. I mean, this is a harder shot than what Bankster just had, but it's still not that bad.
Well, this is up and down for the 9.
I don't get this. Yeah, I mean, this shot is not that easy the way it's sitting. I mean, it's doable, but it's not that easy.
No, it's definitely a good goal.
Well, I just don't get it. That 8-ball, maybe that's just like the black cat or something. It's cursed. Now it's not sitting good. You can bank the 7, but, you know, the 8 does come into play there.
Now, what's going through Bankster's head here? Because there's nothing great on. But there's so much that you can give away here.
Yeah, he may just decide to play safe.
He's going to roll up onto the 1. I think he is. I think he's just bumping into the 1. Now, can he see that 4-ball? He can see the 4.
That's not an easy shot. That's like pouring out there. And that's this angle and stuff. I'm not saying it's not doable, but it's not the easiest bank in the world.
I think Acero's, he's already had a quick look at it, and yeah, I think he's going to take the bait here. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can make it. I'm not sure he can hit the 4-ball where he needs to. I think the 7 may be in the way. I think he's maybe just going to play safe.
What's he looking to?
Oh, he's yeah, that was a tough shot. I mean, he hit it pretty good, but it was a tough shot. Well, he kind of got away with it because the 7-ball covered the side pocket. That was a little fortunate there.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't really
2 railer in the side.
What about the 4 though, Steve?
2 railer in the side pocket, 4-ball. 2 railer in the side pocket. I'm telling you, it's sitting good for that.
So the opposite side pocket you're talking
about. Yeah, it's sitting real good for that.
He hasn't called anything, so I would have to assume he's going past the 7.
Yeah, I would have shot the 2 railer. That was way easier than trying to get it past the 7. That was a tight pocket.
That looks pretty safe to me.
He's come out wonderfully. And you could just bump the 7-ball over by the 8-ball, and I think you're good. I don't think you're giving anything up. Just hit the 7 straight over at the 8. I'm not sure what he's looking at, but because if that 7-ball wasn't there, he still has no shot. The 4, 5, 9, and 8 they're all no good. So why not just run the 7 down there? I mean, what he's doing is he's moving a ball that. He tried to shoot at that ball. Boy, that was kind of ill-advised. Well, that's a little too aggressive in that situation.
Bankster's got the 5 up and down.
Yeah, see, this is what you can't do. You can't shoot a really hard shot that ends up selling something out. That was just That was
miles away.
That was pretty much a gimme. Thing is, this table's so tough, there's still not a whole lot here. He can shoot the 9-ball. That's about all he's got, really, is a 9-ball or a 2-railer on the 5-ball. He can 2-rail the 5-ball. The 4-ball's, it could be 2-rail, but that's really tough. I think the 9-ball or the 5-ball. He's going to shoot the 9. That's the easiest shot.
No, that is
he didn't hit it good. Yeah, just cut it too much. So
4-ball on the side.
Yeah, this one's pretty much a duck. This is pretty much a dead bank.
Yeah. Well, this is, again, it's not a, I mean, the 9-ball up and down past the 7 is tight.
I'd probably shoot the 5-ball on the side. I know it's tight, but it's sitting pretty good. The 5-ball is sitting pretty good. I mean, this is an easy bank, you know, so you can get it in the pocket.
Oh no!
And he's just a little shy. Well, now there's a whole lot of nothing.
He's banking. He's doing the same again on the 9 up and down past the 7, is he? The one I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, good. I would never shoot at this. This is how you end up losing.
And that's brought the 1 into play.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. Bankster's gotten really lucky in as far as not giving up shots.
No, 7 up and down. That's one I see, but I don't see a lot else. Can he cut the 5 past the 7?
Yeah.
Cross table?
That's doubtful. I mean, it's possible, but he's looking at the 9-ball maybe. The 9-ball banks, I think. I think there's enough room to bank the 9 if he wants to.
He's back at it, so I think he's going for it.
Yeah.
Oh, it just straightened up.
Well, he hit it good, just not good enough. Yes, there was no gimme. So, this table's been tough. I mean, these guys, none of them are coming up with easy shots. 1-ball's probably his best shot, and it's no gimme. He's looking at the 9. Yeah, the 9-ball's not bad, actually.
Now, is that not bad up and down, or is it not bad for a 2-railer?
Just coming straight back 1 rail. You hit it with a little bit of left English. If you don't hit the left English, it makes it a lot harder.
Well, that was lovely.
Yeah, good shot. He had a little left on it, not much.
Bankster on 3.
And the 1-ball goes. I don't know that he'll shoot it, but it does go.
Well, he's looking to see if there's room in the side pocket, I think.
The 3-ball goes too, but that's a tricky shot to shoot without scratching.
I think he's looking for the 5 in the side past the 7, is he?
No, that's an insane shot.
Well, now he's not looking at it.
Yeah,
Now I don't know what he's doing.
If you're going to shoot at the ball, I think the 1's the best shot to shoot at. And that's doubtful whether you want to do that.
Is he trying to squeeze a 3 past the 5 up and down? Do you think he's got room? No, he's went the other way.
Yeah, that was doable that way, but it was tough because of the scratch.
Well, this is a bit like last chance saloon for Acero here. He's got a bank on the 7. He's 3-0 down. He was 3-0 in racks in front.
But he's got a chance to run some balls here, The 1-ball's sitting good. The 4 and 5 are sitting good. He's just got to get the cue ball out in the middle of the table. That's his biggest problem here. He can't just stop this cue ball like that. I mean, the problem with that, on one end, you're not giving up a lot, but on the other end, you're not playing shape to run. run balls. And
he's given up the 3.
He's given up the 3. And we'll see if Bankster decides to play shape here. Nope, he did not play shape, and he's going to give it up again. So does acero really want it is the next question. He's got
you've
2
got,
balls to shoot at here.
You've got the 7 and 8 up and down as well if you can clear these 2.
And that's not well hit. And just struggling to make balls. So that kind of gets rid of that pocket.
Back across side with this 1 ball, is it? Yes, it is.
Yeah, well struck there.
So now, Bankster on the hill for the match.
Let's see, the 7 ball does go. It's a little tricky, but you can bank that 7.
Well, that 7 is actually parallel with the inside of the knuckle.
Yeah, you have to cut it outside of it, but you can make that. Maybe not on with the balls this clean, but that's a shot that people shoot at one pocket all the time. You're actually cutting it back a little.
This is up and down into the bottom left, I think.
Well,
and that was match ball.
Pretty well hit, but not good enough. So he's either going to probably bank the 3 ball or the 4 ball.
Well, you think that acero's odds on getting out of this is not good because these balls are tight to the rail. You've got one over the pocket.
And he just keeps hitting, close to the pocket, but he's not making them. The only good thing is he didn't sell out. I'm not sure he's got anything here. The 8 ball's in the way of shooting a 2-railer. You could shoot the 3-railer bank on the 4 ball. Hit it long of the side pocket, have it come back to the other side, and then have it come back and go in the side pocket.
He's trying to
you know that shot here?
No.
It's a crazy shot, but yeah.
No,
he's playing safe. All right, so cross corner bank or the 8 ball. Either shoot the 8 ball or across corner of the 4 ball. I don't know why he's looking at playing safe.
Well, I think the main worry that acero's got is the score. I mean, if he goes for the shot you're talking about and he brings it out into the table, it's game, set, match probably. I think that's what he's scared of, and that might be it now. That might be it now.
So that's terrible. Shooting the 8 ball on the side was pretty safe because the cue ball was going to come back down to the end rail. I mean, there wasn't going to be anything to shoot at. What he just did was gave him a shot.
No. He couldn't be any further away from the line than that there. I'll tell you what's even more painful for Bankster. Being 3-0 down in racks, getting himself 4-0 up in the final rack and then losing it. That's a killer. That's what he doesn't want to even get any thoughts like that in his head. So this to get into the rack, and that's way wide as well. And that's going to go in. So,
well, I mean, the good thing for him is that.
Well, can he cut the 3 across? Surely he
that shot's tricky. I mean, a 3 ball's tricky no matter how you play it.
But I think if it's match ball, I think I'd be going for it simply because you've got those other 2 balls dead in the rails. You
can bank the 8 ball in the side pocket. He's just going to play safe, which that's a good shot because of the 7 ball there. There's not a whole lot.
Nope. Absolutely nada there.
I don't think he can shoot the 3-railer on the 4. He's going to get a double kiss. So, yeah, that was a good shot. He's left basically nothing.
might be. Is he looking at trying to cut this into this corner pocket? This is.
That won't go.
No,
There's just no way.
Oh well. Well, he gave it a good go.
Wow, that was a good shot. I didn't think he could make that shot. I thought he'd get the kiss. That thing really cranked. That was a great shot. My bad. I mean, I didn't think he could get that to open up enough without getting a kiss.
It almost looked as if it was going to get a kiss. But he couldn't have played it much better than it. You know, the only thing better would have been if it went into the hole. Good afternoon to Bill. Well, you've missed a fight back here from Bankster. From 3-zip down, he's sitting 4-0 up in the final decider. But this rack is still in the balance.
I would 2-rail the 7 ball into the corner pocket by the 4. And the reason why I would do that is because you can bring the cue ball down to this end rail by the score counters.
Yep. Yeah. Well, he's going straight across.
Can he hold this? He's going to have to really crank this. He needs a lot of draw and a lot of right English, and I don't think he's put enough right English on it. We'll see. You got to really crank this one to get this to shorten up that much.
No, he's changing his mind, is he?
Now he's going to play a 2-railer. This shot's a little more risky because the cue ball is going to get loose. I would have played this 2-railer on the 7 by the 4 ball, side to side. Yeah, you might get lucky. He's gotten lucky.
He's going to stick into the 7.
Yeah. Well, honestly, he's gotten very lucky this match because he's missed a lot of balls, and I figured he was going to give up the 3 or the 5 shooting that 4 ball, and he did. This 7 ball does go.
Yeah, that was well done.
Yeah, except he's not really any good for the 3 or 5 here. He's got the 2-railer on the 4 ball if he wants to shoot it. Most people aren't used to shooting 2-railers from this particular angle, but it is there.
He's looking as if he's thinning this going cross into this corner.
And that ball will go. That shot will go. You're gonna have to turn the cue ball loose a little, but it will go.
No, he skimmed it and then hit it on the way back into the table with the cue ball.
Yeah, he hit it too thin.
Yeah. Well, every shot that Bankster plays is potentially match ball. Here we go again. Where's he going?
This 4 ball, if he's going to go up and down, he's got to miss the kiss because there's a kiss there.
So top right-hand corner pocket by the look of it.
Is he going that way or is he coming back down the table? I think he's going the other way in cross corner. What's he going to do? Yeah, I mean, this is not really an easy situation.
Well, that's 8 balls tight to the rail. Now he's just called the corner pocket, so it looks like he's just, rolling it in. And of course, Bankster doesn't need to, he doesn't need to take any risks. He just needs to wait and acero make the mistake. He's sitting in a very good position here. He doesn't, Bankster doesn't need to get desperate. He just needs to bide his time. Sooner or later, he may well get something coming his way.
Well, that was hit really well.
Look at the cue ball.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. He didn't make it, but he hit it good.
Well, this is.
This is a little bit of a problem because it's hard not to leave a ball. You have to skim the bottom side of that 8 ball, and that's no good. You're going to leave the 3. This is tough.
Yeah.
He's shooting at this ball, which.
Now, where's he called that?
I think he's just playing safe.
Yeah, I think he's just dinking back off.
Bring this cue ball back down to the middle of the table there.
Well, that
looks not bad.
I mean, the 5 ball up and down, that's on. But then again, you know, Bankster's putting pressure on acero here by leaving this shot anyway, because, you know, Bankster's sitting looking good, waiting on one mistake, and the match is all over. So this is perfect for Bankster as far as that goes. And, you know, acero's looking and looking and looking, but I'm pretty certain he's going to have a go at this.
If he's going to shoot something, the 5 ball is probably the shot to shoot.
Well, he's looked at it twice, and now he's forgetting about it.
This one's ill-advised, if you ask me. You have to put a lot of right English on this just to shorten the ball up enough. It's hard to not to overdo this like that. I mean that I would have put a ton of right English on that, just trying to shorten it as much as possible.
Well, this is all your eggs into one basket if you want to bank that across side.
Yeah, and I think this
going match ball again.
The tendency is to hit this long, but I mean, it's certainly a makeable shot.
There you go.
And he got it in.
Well, what a comeback from Bankster. The comeback
of the
tournament.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah. No, I won't be covering Stubbs' match. What we need to do is hope that Slim's going to be around for Friday night 9-ball. And then he's got a decision to make as to whether he plays in Friday night 9-ball or not, because that match starts right in the middle of Friday night 9-ball. It's too late for me to cover it. I'll cover Friday night 9-ball. Hopefully Slim will get it. But I've got another match tonight, and that is the match between Fantastic Mr. Fox and LS3 in the Snooker World Championships. That's at 8 o'clock on the one loss side, so another couple of hours yet. Now,
yeah, I'll try to do that match. We'll see.
As far as Bankster goes, let's have a quick look. Bankster is now through. Where is he? He's now waiting on the winner of Larry and One Pocket Slim. So they've still to arrange their match. They've only got another couple of days or so, haven't they? June the 2nd. So Larry needs to show up somewhere along the line. We haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. But that match is due to get arranged. And then, of course, as I say, the winner will play Bankster. And we've got that match up top. Again, another good match, Tommy and Matt. And then, of course, the match that's been scheduled is the one between Albinario and Cobra, and that's on Sunday night at 7:30. I should be there for that one. And I will be back later on. So that is it, folks. I'm off for a break. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, watch a bit of TV. Thanks to Steve for eventually getting in, but, you know, needs must. He's got to play golf. He's got a hard life, the poor guy. You know.
Yeah, I do.
Right. Thanks again, guys. I hope you can join us later on. Take care, and we'll see you soon.